everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Jets going up against the Colts. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome you to the heart of the Hoosier State in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana, and Lucas Oil Stadium. Tonight, we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game. 3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down. And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he's brought down. Give him 13 on the pickup there. That's good for a Jets 1st down.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to work his way down to the 16. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well,
vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Three down. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Their big tight end, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. Now, I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback. And to give this time to the tailback. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
He'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Over.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
These are not the runs that you worry about early in the game. These are runs that you're establishing now for later in the game, trying to wear a defense down and create holes that you'll exploit later.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice spin into some open field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Colts defense, they work their way back onto the field. They have to recover a little bit. Last time, they couldn't stop the run. They really couldn't stop the pass either.
And it wasn't just physically. It's mentally because the offense appears to be a step ahead of them. No matter what they call, it's working. So they've got to get something figured out. And usually, you need a big play to get things turned around.
They gave up the touchdown on that balance attack last drive. Now this drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
As a defensive coach, that play excites you because you watched your defense play their techniques and didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just run after the quarterback.
Outside, they're playing press coverage. And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Going up top. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 5 yards to go. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Couple of Jets there in on the stop. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
When you think of really good teams that play a base 3-4 defense, you'll have to think the defensive line handles a lot of things. Eat up double teams with your nose guard. Your defensive ends are what we call base guys that can hold the point of attack, and they make it very difficult for people to run the football.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Now let's go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding time. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Fresh set of downs here.
Watch tight end.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play.
We got 3. We got 3 now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. That may be lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. sack back at the 38.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This one taken from the 7. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. We get a glance at the Colts defense as they work their way back on the field. They're just looking to duplicate what they did last time, force the 3-and-out, and that led to a field goal.
The only thing better, really, is creating a turnover. 3-and-out, get off the field, feel good about yourself, turn the ball over to your offense, and they put the ball through the post with a field goal.
They're probably pretty well rested after that 3-and-out, too.
One would think. That's how you get it done. Create the 3-and-outs, get to the bench, get your rest, and hope your offense can control the game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So we played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. It's a 3-point game here early. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Second down following the run. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last run, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And they'll run it here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? 3 yards left to grab here on third down.
All right, here we go. Green,
And they'll go on the ground. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jets take possession. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over. Right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it. Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a big play that time by the Jets. 31 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
He'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out in the pistol. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Deep drop to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down.
Now let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense, hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now look at 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Bulldozes past him. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game. And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Still second.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And the seemingly endless drive continues. He'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
Back to throw again. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't, but really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Colts right now are doing a good job protecting their house. The Jets haven't played horribly, but will need to improve if they want to win this one. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 1st and 10, the pass is completed into tight coverage. He caps off the 8-play drive with a touchdown. Jets now on top. Colts is on 2nd and 7. He stays up the middle on the run. This goes for 47 yards in the score. The Colts tied up in 7. Midway through the 2nd quarter, the pass complete out of the gun. And he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 28-yard line. Colts now later on the drive. Run play coming up here, and he caps off the 7-play drive with a score, pushing the lead to 10. So that'll do it from here. Let's get back out to